Yes, LA. Finally, your album dropped, Trouble in Paradise. I know you're excited.
Yeah, it's great.
You gotta be geeked. You didn't even get any sleep last night.
Nah, I'm super tired. That's why. But I'm inside. I'm really excited about it.
You're
So,
really excited.
Yeah.
You don't
I'm
sound
happy.
excited at all.
I'm more happy that you like. You know what I'm saying? That you were like a part of it. You had a hand in it. You know what I mean?
First of all, you didn't even tell me that I was gonna be in so many songs.
Yeah, I told. Well, I had you do all those lines. I mean, you should have known they're gonna be not gonna be on just one song. Like
You're right.
I sent her like eight lines. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, do something in this.
Mm-hmm.
And I just weaved it in. Oh.
So speaking of which, let me know, what was your favorite song on the album?
I took my time with it. I took my time. I took so long with it that like I tried to make sure that I had a favorite every time I recorded something. So everything that like is on there that made it like I consider it to be a favorite because there's so many other ones that fell on the cutting room floor. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But out of the ones that is on the project, I guess I Don't Believe in Love is like a big one.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just thought it was like really, really personal. It just really like, just musically, it was really dope. You know what I mean? And just like lyrically, or the songwriting on it, I thought I did a good job on it.
You thought you did a good job?
I thought I did a good job on it, and I think it's important to pat yourself on the back sometimes. Like when you finish with something that you appreciate. Because I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you're good. You're good.
No, but I'm saying though, like, because it's like as an artist, creating music is like, especially if you take it as serious as I do, like, when you get something that you're proud of, then I think it's important to say, hey, I did a good job with that.
Yeah. I feel like this album is super deep. So you went through a breakup. Can we talk about the writing process of the album?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, it was from start to finish. I always knew from the top that I wanted to, or from the jump, I knew that I wanted to create something conceptual. And something that was like could flow consistently from start to finish, and have a concept behind a story and narrative to it as well. So I just kind of took little experiences that I've experienced in my, dealings with relationships and stuff, and just try to create this narrative with it. Yeah. And yeah, I think I was pretty successful in like trying to convey the message I was trying to get across, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's up to the listeners, not myself.
You got some really big features on this album. Big Crit, Wale, Seven Streeter. Who else am I missing? The last album you had like Kehlani. So what made you decide to have all of these people on this album?
You missed OT Genasis. That's what it was.
OT Genasis. I was like, I know it's one.
Yeah, it was cool. It was dope. Everybody that had a hand in it, I feel like they gave their best with their verses and their part. And yeah, that's all you can really ask from another artist is just don't give me no BS. You know what I mean? Okay. So I feel like I didn't even have to. There was no going back and forth with anybody. It was like the first thing they sent over, I was satisfied with.
I love that.
So I was super happy about not having to like, because I'm also the type of artist that like I don't really care about the name if it doesn't really, if I don't feel like it's your strongest work, or if I feel like it doesn't make sense for the song, then I just won't use it. But for these, everything was perfect, and I think it worked out.
I see you have your Instagram back. You had taken it down for so long.
Because I took off for like 2 years because I just figured like, I just wanted to start over, and because I had dreads, I had like, it was a whole nother.
You got blind. Why are you not showing your hair?
Situation, because it's
nappy.
It's
That's
out there right now. You know what I mean? It's been a minute since we cut it, but yeah, no, we took I tried to take my time and just kind of. I had my moments where I was away from social media. I just wasn't going on it.
Why is that?
Just to kind of focus more, and also when I'm creating my albums, I don't really listen to anybody else or see anybody else and what they're doing. I think it helps me kind of like figure out what I am gonna like present to the world once I come up with the idea. And I don't want to be influenced by any outside sources. It's more so like what makes sense for the whole project, And what ended up happening was with Trouble in Paradise, it was like, okay, let's cut the hair, let's dye it blonde. Like I know that's nothing special, but it's like it's different for me, and I want
Whose choice was that?
That was mine.
Okay.
I just wanted to make a conscious effort to make a whole new era of LA instead of it being like oh, this is same dude, same stuff, and yeah, I just wanted to feel different from top to bottom. So
it's definitely different. The blonde hair is like something special.
Here you go.
I'm just messing with
you. Got purple hair. Like, what are we talking about here?
Are you mad or? We got the curly hair gang though, so that's nothing.
Yeah.
So I saw you tweet not too long ago. We're talking, there was a thing going on about the king of R&B, and you were also talking about not necessarily that topic specifically, but just about like hip hop artists, how they're all kind of rooting for each other, and you don't really see that in R&B.
Yeah.
Can you kind of touch more on that?
Yeah, I just felt like I had a conversation with my manager, and I was we were just kind of he was the one that kind of brought it to my attention, because I really don't pay attention to stuff like that. But from the outside looking in, he was just saying like it's a lot more unity involved in rap. You know what I mean? Than it is in R&B. I mean, back in the day, and that, when I posted that tweet, or when I said that, it was a lot of people chiming in and saying like, yeah, I remember back in the day when Mariah Carey was doing this with Babyface and da-da-da. Like, it was a lot more like unity in R&B back in the day, opposed to now. Like, I don't like, who doesn't want to see a Black and Bryson collaboration? You know what I mean? Like,
seriously.
those are like no brainers.
Yeah.
And that tour should have happened years ago. You know what I mean? Like, but you just don't see it as often as you should have. And I was just basically saying that like, we should have that community in the R&B, like in R&B, just because it's so much that we could do with that. I would love to be on a tour with the likes of like Kehlani and Elhae and Bryson and Black, and I feel like that could create so much revenue and so much hype for R&B, but it's just not happening like it should. And that's all I was basically saying. Yeah.
Okay. Who would you say is the king of R&B
right
now?
Myself.
Yes.
What do you mean? I mean, like, yeah. I mean, I think I have a very consistent body of work. Like, I feel like I put out consistent work, and I feel like the only reason, like, I feel like when people become aware of me, they become a fan. You know what I mean? And I just feel like that's the whole idea with Trouble in Paradise, is just we're trying to break through the core and reach the people that are unaware. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I would definitely say I'm one of the more consistent for sure. Yeah.
And speaking of reaching the people, so you just spoke at what college was it?
I was at Morehouse.
Yeah, how was that?
It was dope. I had an opportunity to come into a music class. One of the professors had asked me to come in and just kind of chime in or speak about like business, the music industry, and just wherever I can. They had questions, I just was answering and giving them my experience with record labels and things like that. And I had an opportunity to kind of like share my process with creating the project as well. So it was cool. They asked a lot of questions, and they're very attentive.
Attentive, yeah. This man, oh
I'm
Lord.
tired, man.
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
You need a drink? You need some Hennessy?
I'm good. And some champagne. Mix it up.
What's the question that you think that really stuck out to you there?
For me, I mean, I don't want to sound like I know everything, but for a lot of the stuff that I was saying, it was stuff that I kind of was already like just kind of went through, like basic stuff, basically, like what's the benefits from signing to a label opposed to staying independent, things like that that I had easy answers for, and I knew like how to kind of maneuver through it. But another person asked like 5 tips to like becoming a better producer or stuff like that, where it was just like, I can give you my opinion on it, and you can take it as a grain of salt.
So do you produce, write everything for your?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'm more of the songwriting and artist more than the producer. But I play the keys. I was gonna say piano. I play the keys. I play the keys, and I went to the Art Institute of Atlanta for audio production. So like I know how to engineer, I know how to produce, and I know how to play, of course.
Did you learn through when you were in choir?
Well, I mean, like most of that was the piano was like as a kid. My parents had me in piano classes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I kind of shied away from it for a while, and then I came back to it. But yeah, the choir thing, like I grew up in church, so my mom had me in front of like crowds all the time. So that was like a good way to get me out of my element and figure that out. Yeah. So
All right, so we're about to play a game. I
Oh,
didn't
God.
tell you about this. I did not prepare you for this.
I was not prepared.
Okay, we're gonna play Never Have I Ever. So if you've never done it, you put your finger up, and I'm gonna play it with you.
Okay.
And so whoever gets to 5 first obviously wins.
Okay. Perfect.
And you have to
so
do it.
if I raise my hand.
You no raise your hand.
Why I
your
say
finger.
like blackfish? Like,
He's like, raise my hand.
so
You
if
put one finger up.
If I never did it,
Finger. Yes.
and if I have done it, just keep it down.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Bet.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Here we go. Asked for nudes.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see.
I'm a guy. Like, even the cameraman's like, bro, that was a dumbass question.
Have you ever tried to holler at one of my homies? You got to keep your finger
Your
up. What are
homie?
you doing? My friends.
Who are
And
your
you know-
friends?
You know some
I
of
feel
my
like
friends.
I'm attacked right now. I feel like you know the answers to these questions.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
not
think
really.
so. I don't
You got to
think-
keep your hand up. I have
Oh,
to
I gotta
see
keep it up, and I just
No,
cut.
you have one finger out already. Okay, there we go. All right, been arrested.
So
So you just keep it out. It's not thumb war. So
Oh.
you got one finger and I have one finger. Okay, seen a
I see what you're
ghost.
saying. Seen a ghost? No.
I've seen a ghost.
You're gonna get the 5 before I am.
Okay, ghosted someone.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm notorious for that, and I'm so ashamed to say that.
What's up with that? Yeah,
we're done with the interview. So yeah, we're on to the game.
Interview.
Don't ask no more questions about
We
stuff
in the
like
game. You feel me? I've definitely ghosted someone and I feel bad. So sorry.
That was like really quick. She just got that out the way as fast as she could.
Because it ain't about me. It's about you.
Okay, keep going.
All right. Dined and dashed.
No.
No? You a lie.
Oh
What
man,
about-
you just questioned my pockets.
Okay. Googled yourself.
Yeah, you going myself before.
All right. Let's see.
You Googled yourself?
Yeah, Google myself every day.
Oh, what, Bryhana? What the?
Because I'm
What are
on
people
IMDb,
saying about
I'm an
me?
actress. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Okay, I
everything.
got you.
Okay, anyways. Cried during a movie.
Yeah, of course. I can't do this. Let me just do that.
I haven't cried during a movie.
What?
No. I was about to put it up. I'm like, nah, not really. A tear, not really. Okay.
You
This
ain't
is
never
the-
see Fruitvale Station?
No, what is that?
All right, next
My
question.
fingers are feeling like they're cramping. All right. Farted in front of a significant other. That's nasty.
But
Don't
you put
keep
your.
it-
She said that's
I
nasty and
would.
was like,
I won. That's 5. Have you?
I mean,
You're lying
like,
if you try to say
I
that
said,
you-
I mean, yeah, like somebody I'm dating, but like if I'm just like, we just like in the infatuation phase and like stuff, I'm like, nah. I ain't
Okay,
finna-
so your fingers are up. What,
Yeah,
how many
I'm
fingers
good.
do you have?
We hit 5 at the same time though.
All right, ding, ding, ding. We both won.
Tiebreaker.
All right, Elhae, I appreciate you coming in. It's Power 106. Let's go.